Once at school I put my hand up to answer a question and all of a sudden, the girl who sat behind me in chemistry got out of her seat and started tickling my armpit like crazy. I squealed and screamed and laughed hysterically, so much so that the teacher yelled at me. It was then that I, and everybody else, discovered that I'm really ticklish on my armpits. Now I can't walk through the hallway to my next class without at least 4 people coming over and giving me a little tickle. One time at school our class was watching a movie and I was laying down on the ground with my arms behind my head. My friend saw the chance and whispered to my other friend. They both lunged for me, one tickled one armpit, and one tickled the other. I was cracking up, but very quietly so my teacher wouldn't hear. They did that during the whole movie. I buried my face in my jacket and laughed so the teacher wouldn't hear. I ended up getting them both back the next day. By the way, I'm a girl. One day my boyfriend thought it would be funny to tie me down and tickle me. He bought some rope and brought some friends over. He told me they were gonna show me a magic trick. We had just gone swimming, so I was in a bikini. Then he told me he had to tie me down to the bed. Then he did and he yelled really loud, "Tickle time!" Then him and his friends started tickling me like crazy, especially in the armpits. I yelled for him to stop, but I was always telling you how I loved being tickled, so I guess he just took it to the next level. My boyfriend and I were sitting on the sofa watching TV. He was sitting up and I was leaning my head on his lap. He suddenly grabbed my arms and sat on them, pinning them above my head. He thought that it would be funny to tickle the heck out of me and my armpits are my most ticklish spot. He tickled me in that one spot for over half an hour and I was a crying mess by the time he'd finished. I did like it though. Now he knows my weakness, he tickles my armpits whenever he gets chance. He loves to see me laugh. Hi 18-year-old girl here. I was tickled by my 15-year-old cousin. He duct taped me to the floor, which we did because we were bored, and my underarms were exposed. He took advantage of the vulnerability and tickled me for 30 minutes, then got a feather, toothbrush, and an electric toothbrush. He tickled me for so long, he said I look like someone who would get tickled. I have black hair and a light skin tone. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I'm a 17-year-old cheerleader, girl, and once in gym class I was wearing my workout tank top and my best friend put me in a full Nelson and my other best friend tickled my armpits for almost the whole class. I am so ticklish under my armpits and they know it and always take advantage of it, but I kinda love being tickled. Once in class a teacher left the class so my friends held my arms up and told everyone to come and tickle my armpits. They do it every time a teacher leaves, which can be up to 30 minutes. Now I can't go near anyone or they grab my arms and make me hold them up so everyone tickles me. I cry so much every time. I fell asleep and when I woke up I was tied down and couldn't move. Then my friend came over and poked my armpit and I laughed. Then she started tickling my armpit for over an hour. I am so ticklish on my armpits. I am a girl and me armpits are super ticklish. My boyfriend found out once and when I woke up one morning I found myself tied to my bed in a spreadable position. My boyfriend came closer to my pits and started tickling them for a whole hour. My armpits so ticklish that I almost died. I am a girl and watched many videos, but girls are not the only ones whose armpits that are ticklish. Boys have really ticklish armpits too. I'm a girl and I'm super ticklish on my underarms. My older brother and his friend started tickling me. My brother held my arms up while his friend tickled me. I was tickled for an hour, then I started crying. They stopped then tied me up while I was in my bra and panties. My brother started tickling my belly and belly button while his friend continued tickling my underarms. I hated it so much. I was 16 and my friends and I had a bunch of duct tape, so we decided to duct tape me to the wall. I was wearing a crop top and shorts, so they duct taped my arms above my head and my legs so I was hanging off the wall, only my arms and legs covered in duct tape. Then my friend Amy started tickling my armpits and I was screaming and struggling to get out because all my friends started to tickle me. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, or subscribe if you haven't already. In the comments share your own experience about this topic.